Hi and welcome to London Bridge Bricks. Today we're going to be taking a look inside some recent official LEGO magazines as well as their free builds and seeing what they're all about. Okay, so let's get started in. Hidden Side, issue number 3, which retails here in the UK for £3.99. So let's take a look at this front cover then. What do we get? So we get told it's a fairly new mag, which I suppose it is, being issue number 3. Down the right hand side here, we get spooky surprise, what's waiting for those ghost hunters inside. Parker over here, she's got a trendy mobile phone. Looks like we come with a pretty decent LEGO element there of a laptop, which is always useful. Underneath that, we get Newbury High School, which is a school that Jack here and Parker go to. Over here in the middle here, we've got details of what posters we get with this magazine as well, with Jabada, and of course there's Jack and there's Parker. So let's take a look on the inside, shall we? Okay, so straight away, what do we get? Okay, horror action. These young ghost hunters are protecting the town, and they certainly are. So we've got Jack over here, we've got Parker, and we've got some road maintenance minifigures as well, and this is what they look like when they've been possessed. Here's a little kind of nod to what the actual app can do as well. Over here we've got contents and stuff like that, what's going to be happening in the magazine. So let's start flicking through, shall we? So here we go, there's Parker. This is her kind of hero profile, I suppose. Part 2 of that. And then we get details of where we're at with the comic at the moment and all that kind of thing. And there's little Spencer as well. And there's JB. So let's flick through this. Okay, so this is a colour in the ghost face. This is kind of a bit of a crafty addition to the magazine. So it's kind of just advising you to, colour in and stick it on some card and run around and scare some people with it, I guess. So we'll get here, we get some puzzles, they look pretty good. There's little Spencer again, there's Parker doing her thing. Doing a ghost busting. Over to the art. I've got to say, story-wise, I'm not into this kind of thing at all, but I can really appreciate the artwork. It looks really nice. It's nice, vibrant and colourful. Just what you want from LEGO. So over here, this is where we start getting, seeing a bit of the posters. There we go. And there's the centerfold. So there's Jabada, who's our main central poster within the magazine. Looks pretty cool. So big old iPhone there by the looks of it. That's the other side of the poster. And then we get to meet Douglas Elton, who's part and parcel of a puzzle. What have we got here? So here we get Newbury High School. And this is just showing you again, just over here, what you get with the mobile phone and using the Hidden Side app and how it kind of changes everything around. So you get to see a augmented reality. These are all the minifigs and everything you get with it. It's a really cool set. And over the festive holidays, here in the UK, it was kind of on a 33% discount at shops like Argos and John Lewis. So definitely do check those out, just in case their sale's back on still. So moving on, and we get more puzzles. And it's back to the comic, or back to school, part 3. More good art. I like all this neon artistry that they're putting in there. It looks really good. It's nice and colourful, and there we go, we get to see them using their phone app that dispels all those ghosts from possessing those people. There's JB, and this is another little puzzle as well. And just right at the end of the magazine, we get told that it's going to be coming out again in January, and with the next one, we get a very active minifigure in the form of Alfredo. That looks pretty good, so definitely look out for that. There's little Spencer again. Okay, so that's the magazine. Let's get building Parker. And here she is. Now she comes with some printing on her torso and jeans, and we get a nice hat and hairpiece as well. We get that smart looking 1x2 tile that represents a ghost busting app and a useful laptop element as well. Here's her alternative face, and this particular version of Parker has appeared in several other hidden side sets too. Next up, we get the Dark Knight himself, or should that be Dark Knights. Now this is the 6th edition of the LEGO Batman magazine, and this particular issue retails for £4.99 here in the UK and is a special edition of our favourite Caped Crusader. Why is it special? Well, it comes with 2 Batman minifigures. One is the mega armoured Batman, and the other is a limited edition variant of Batman called Your Hero Batman. Now I think that's a really corny name, but let me know what you think in the comments below. We also get details of the magazine's posters, which features Batman and Lex Luthor and Scarecrow, and another poster called Chaos in Gotham City, featuring Riddler, Mr. Freeze and Two-Face. Over here, we get a preview of the comic strip. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so straight away we get a LEGO City advert, and then we get the contents of what's going to be going on in this magazine, which looks pretty good. So let's turn the page quickly. So if you pardon the pun, straight off the bat, we get details and instructions of how to build the armoured Batman. This one here comes with a variant face as well. It looks pretty good as well. That's really nice and detailed. The print looks really good, but we'll take a look at that later. Okay, so straight away we go into the comic as well. And as you can see, we've got Flash running around at the speed of light. So let's get going. Again, not really my sort of story, but I can appreciate the artwork. Page 9, and we get our first puzzle in the magazine. Okay, page 14, and we get to see our other variant of Batman minifigure. Here we get some supervillain profiles with Mr. Freeze and the Joker. And over on this page as well, we get another couple with Two-Face and the Riddler. What's your favourite supervillain? Let us know in the comments below. So here we go, this is one back end of the poster. Here's the Riddler, looking all pretty happy with himself. And then we've got the Caped Crusader himself, being chased by Scarecrow and Lex Luthor. Over here we've got some more puzzles, and then we get our featured set, which is the Batcave Clayface Invasion. I think this is set number 76122. Okay, over here, set facts, minifigures included, Batman, Batwoman, Bruce Wayne, Robin, Clayface, albeit it's got quite a few stickers there on the figure, but it looks pretty cool nonetheless. And that looks like quite a decent element as well there. We get Catwoman, Two-Face. I get a pretty decent array of LEGO minifigures with that, and Catwoman looks pretty cool. And so does Batwoman. It's a pretty decent set by the looks of it. Let us know in the comments below if you've actually purchased this set. I'm liking that bat tank as well. And look at those missile launchers on it. It's pretty cool. And check out all those supports as well. This looks like a really big set. Yeah, and it comes with over 1,000 pieces. Now I've seen this set actually on sale at Amazon recently for about 33% off. So check that out, because I think that's a pretty decent price for it. So onwards and upwards, we continue the comic strip itself. So let's flick through that quickly. And then we get Wonder Woman and Superman blasting into action, making up the trinity of the DC universe. Now it's back to some more puzzles. And next time, so from 11th of March, that's when the next edition of the LEGO Batman magazine will be out, and we get a Mr. Freeze with it as well. Also comes with his, what they're calling their frosty ice shooter, which was pretty good actually. I've seen that weapon used as well on Zuckus. And with those elements on it as well, that makes it look pretty cool, if you pardon the pun. Okay, so that's the special edition Batman magazine. Let's get building these boys. And here's one of them. He's from the DC Rebirth range of Batman comics and comes with 2 Batarangs. He's got no printing on his legs, but you can see his torso. Looks really cool. So this is Batman with his cowling off. And as you can see, there's some really nice detail around the stubble area of his face. The only problem is though, the skin tone is off, and that's probably where they've had to print onto a black minifigure head. Otherwise, it looks really nice. So this is the alternative head, and as you can see, it's still nicely detailed, but we've still got the same issue with the pigmentation of the face. The rest of the torso though, behind him, looks really good, and that continues from the front round. But of course, with Batman's cape, you don't actually get to see it. So here we have probably my favourite figure out of the 2, and this is the armoured Batman. And as you can see, he really is armoured up. He looks like he can go a couple of rounds with Superman. So we get the clips on the back there for the couple of Batarangs that come with this foil bag. Now around the leg area, we actually get some really nice printing. And look at that, the way that light just catches the silvery and the gold. Now on the torso, it continues to have some really good printing as well. But of course, with all this armour on there, you don't actually get to see that. But we'll take a closer look at that in just a moment. The cowling itself is a slightly different design as well. Again, giving it that more armoured, robust look. And we get a fine looking face as well. But again, we'll take a closer look at that in just a moment. So under the primary armour, this is the printed armour that we have. And just look at the way the light catches that. It looks absolutely fabulous. Now I'm really liking the golden and red utility belt, but it's just a shame though that they don't quite marry up properly. It's a good effort and it's close, but it just isn't quite 100%, but it's still pretty good. Let's have a look at the back of the torso. Ah, that's really nice as well. And we get some kind of a spinal looking armour to protect his back. But it's a really nice looking figure. So let's do what every supervillain would like to do, and let's take off that cowling. So underneath that cowling, we get ourselves a high-tech looking Batman face. We get a really nice red popping visor, and we get ourselves a really nice grille piece over the mouth. And we get some bolts around there, very Iron Man-esque. I really like the way that the visor colour marries up well with the buckle, but it's just a shame that the belt doesn't quite line up. Otherwise, it's a really nice printed figure. Let's spin him around and let's take a look at that alternative face. Okay, and it's just the same as the front, but it's just a busted up version of it. Otherwise, that is a really nice detailed figure. So here we have them together then. On the right hand side, you've got the more traditional looking Batman with his rebirth crest across his chest there with the gold outlining, and the light picks that up really well too. He looks fab. Now on the left hand side, of course, we've got the more high-tech armoured looking Batman. Now interestingly enough, his torso armour covers up that mismatch with the belt. So I guess LEGO really could be forgiven there. But let me know in the comments below which one you think is your favourite and why. Leaving the DC universe, let's venture to a galaxy far, far away with LEGO Star Wars issue 54. Now this is the most expensive magazine from the magazines that we've looked at today, and this one retails here in the UK at £5.99. But as you can see, we get 2 micro sets with this magazine. Firstly, we get the limited edition of Kylo Ren's TIE silencer, which comes with 33 pieces, and a micro-scale version of the much-loved Millennium Falcon, which looks great. There's also details of a competition inside that you can enter, along with details of the comic itself, and 2 giant posters of Yoda and Rey. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so straight away, page 3 shows us one of my favourite sets that we've ever built here on London Bridge Bricks, which was the Tantive 4. And above that, we get to see the synopsis of the comic and details of the competition to enter and win that LEGO Snow Speeder. Page 4, and we start venturing into the comic itself with Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, a whole bunch of Ewoks, Han Solo, Princess Leia, and R2-D2 and Chewbacca over there in the background. Turning over the page, we get to see a LEGO AT-ST. Now, if anyone out there who's seen Return of the Jedi, you will know that those AT-STs are no match for those Ewoks. I'm really liking the artwork. Not my sort of story, of course, but the artwork is slightly different to that of, say, the Hidden Side, which kind of used a lot more neon style inking. This one's a little bit more traditional with that, but it's really good art nonetheless. I do like it. Okay, leaving the comic for a little bit, we get to see Kylo's TIE Fighter, at least part of it anyway. Now this set's retired now, and it was set number 75179, and that came with the evil version of BB-8 called BB-9E. Okay, there's bits and pieces of the poster there. There's BB-8, speaking of the devil. And there's the other part of Kylo Ren's TIE silencer. Okay, so we're venturing in now into the wibbly wobbly world of puzzles. There's Finn there looking a little bit puzzled himself. And there's some figures there, amongst my favourite figures from the Last Jedi, which was the Praetorian Guards. There's another puzzle here on the right page with R2-D2. Okay, and this is our features set. Over here we get details here of the 3 minifigures that come with this set: Luke Skywalker, Dak Rautar, and a Rebel Trooper. With a pretty funky looking gun, if you ask me. Okay, moving on, and we get some more puzzles. We get some instructions for Kylo Ren's TIE silencer. Details there of Where's the Wookiee magazine. They're pretty good fun. Like Where's Wally, but with Where's Wookiee. Okay, and near the end of the magazine there, we get details of that competition. Now this particular competition is pretty cool because there's a chance to win this Snow Speeder set. Now, the Snow Speeder set comes with the 3 minifigures that I just mentioned, but you also get a very special 20th anniversary edition of Lando Calrissian. Let us know in the comments below actually if you out there have been collecting those 20th anniversary figures. The last one I got was the Ben Kenobi one, and that came with a special promo back in December. Okay, here's the answers to some of those puzzles, and here's the instructions for that Millennium Falcon micro build. Okay, I think it's time to blast off now and make these ships. And here's one of them, the classic Millennium Falcon micro build. So what I enjoyed about building this was all those useful elements that you get, like the round plates making up the main body, and the binoculars that make up those upper deck turrets, and those trans blue tiles creating that ion engine glow effect. Now it might be a micro build, but this is unmistakably the Millennium Falcon. And next we have Kylo's TIE silencer, looking great with a combination of black and trans red. It's a great colour combination that looks even better on the larger set 75179 that came out just a couple of years ago. Now, just like the Falcon, this comes with heaps of useful elements, with those cannons attached to the wings at the front being made up using the classic walkie-talkie elements to great effect. Now last month we reviewed the Star Wars Advent Calendar that came out with several micro builds. Now click on the link at the top if you fancy taking a look at that. So here we have them both together. Now my favourite build out of the two was probably Kylo Ren's TIE silencer. But in universe, if I had a choice of what ship to fly, I'd probably go for the Millennium Falcon every time. But let us know in the comments below which build you preferred out of the two, and if you had a choice to fly a starfighter in the Star Wars universe, which one would you go for and why? So that was our look at 3 of the most recent official LEGO magazines. We hope you enjoyed this quick look inside what they have to offer in terms of content and build. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are on these magazines. Do you like the contents? Do you like the builds? And do they spark your curiosity and imagination? And do you want to see us do more of these magazine reviews here on London Bridge Bricks? For up-to-date news and what we're up to, please do follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And if you like this video, why not hop on and subscribe? Thank you as always for tuning in, and we'll leave you now with some videos that we think you might like.